ونستهديه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم بلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة وكشف الله به الغمة وتركنا على المحجة البيضاء ليلها كنهارها اللهم اجزه خير ما جزيت نبيا عن أمته. أما بعد، فإن أصدق الكلام كلام الله وخير الهدي هدي نبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة في الدين بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. My brothers, have you ever heard the worst thief, the worst robber in the whole world? The worst thief is not the one who stole or steal money, steal cars, steal banks, steal anything. No, he's not the worst. Listen what Rasulullah ﷺ described the person who does not may take care of his salah. Rasulullah ﷺ described the person or the Muslim who doesn't really perform salah properly. He doesn't really make a very good ruku', bowing, or prostration, sujood. He is the worst thief. The companion said, Rasulullah, how come a person could steal his salah? How can we steal the salah? He said, because you don't perform salah properly. You don't make a very, good ruku', neither good sujood. And unfortunately, my brothers, many Muslims, they are stealing their salah. You will see a Muslim performing salah, especially the sunnah when he entered the masjid. He make 2 rak'ah in maybe 30 seconds. Like this. Ruku', sujood. Rasulullah ﷺ said, a man could live until he reached 60 years old and his salat is rejected. A person could live 60 years performing salah, but his salah is thrown on his face, rejected. And he doesn't know that his salah is rejected for 60 years. Because he was stealing his salah. He doesn't perform ruku' properly. He doesn't perform sujood properly. And he thought that he did a good salah. And it was rejected. Isn't that scary? That you live for 60 years and you think that you're performing salah and your salah is rejected, thrown in your face. No registration for you there about your salah. My brothers, Rasulullah ﷺ said, the first thing in the day of judgment, Yawm al-Qiyamah, a person will be judged, will be tested about his salah. أول ما يحاسب العبد يوم القيامة عن الصلاة فإن صلحت صلاته فصلح سائر عمله. If your salah is valid, is good, all your deeds you did will be accepted. But if your salah is not accepted, even your deeds will be rejected. You will be fairer in the day of judgment. Brothers, there are some Muslims who could live in the entire their life, all their life, until they die, and they are only performing one pillar of Islam. You and I, we know the pillar of Islam are 5, right? shahadatan, and then salah, then zakah, then 4 sawm, and then the 5th is hajj. There are Muslims, they could not fast. There are Muslims, they cannot afford to pay zakah. They themselves in dire need for zakah. They receive zakah. There are Muslims, they could not perform hajj. There are many Muslims, not here abroad, in the Far East, in America, in Europe, in Africa. They lived until 70, 80, until they died, they could not make hajj. Why? Because not sick, no, they don't have financial, they cannot afford to come to Mecca to hajj. Allah will forgive them. Because Allah's, one of the conditions of hajj, man istata'a ilayhi sabila. Only who can afford for hajj, they come. If you cannot afford, then Allah will forgive you. So there are 3 pillars. Some Muslims live without performing it: hajj, sawm, and zakah, because they cannot afford. So what's remaining? Only salah and shahada. Shahada includes salah, because in salah we say tahiyyat. At-tahiyyatu lillahi as-salawatu ashhadu an la. So it's only one pillar. Shahadatayn is in the salah, because when you are performing salah, you are saying tahiyya ula, and the first tahiyyat and the second tahiyyat. Every tahiyyat you say ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna, isn't it? So a Muslim, there are some Muslims living all their life performing one pillar only, and they accept it. You see, Allah can forgive you for sawm if you can't. Allah can forgive you for hajj if you cannot afford. Allah can forgive you for zakah if you cannot afford. But He will not forgive you if you don't perform salah. And even if you perform salah, if you don't perform salah properly, you are hypocrite. That's what Rasulullah said. Rasulullah described the Muslim who doesn't perform salah properly. He doesn't become humble when he performs salah. He doesn't really have, khushu'. His salah is munafiq. And you know the munafiq, where he gonna be end up in Day of Judgment? In the worst part of Jahannam. للمنافقين في الدرك الأسفل من النار. The hypocrites will be in the worst part of Jahannam. I hope inshallah none of us will be munafiq. وقولوا ما تسمعون واستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن اهتدى بهداه إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد, my brothers, it is really something very, very important to really revise and review your attitude about Salah. You hear the hadith, a man could live until he reached 60 years old and his salah is rejected. Why? Because he doesn't really give attention to salah, he doesn't care about salah, he doesn't perform ruku' with humble. Rasulullah said, any person, any Muslim who lives this way his salah all his life, if he die, he will die not Muslim. I didn't say that. Rasulullah said, you can go to Bukhari and find this hadith. إن مات على هذه الحالة فقد مات على غير ملة محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. صلى الله عليه وسلم, any person who doesn't really perform salah properly, if he died still doing this way of salah, he will not be among the nation of Muhammad صلى الله عليه وسلم. Rasulullah ﷺ, one day he was sitting in the masjid And he saw one of the companions performing salah. After he finished, he told them, repeat your salah, you did not pray. So the companion, he repeated his salah 3 times. Rasulullah sallallahu repeat, you did not pray. So the man came to Rasulullah and he said, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, oh Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, teach me. I didn't know how to perform salah except the one you saw. So teach me. So Rasulullah sallallahu told him, when you stood, make sure that you are really standing until you feel that you are really standing. إذا قمت للصلاة فقم حتى تطمئن أنك قائم. When you stand up and you say Allahu Akbar, you should feel that you are really standing. You feel that you are standing and you're standing properly. And then he said, when you make a ruku', make sure that you feel that you are making ruku' properly. With tama'nina. Feel in your heart that you are really making ruku'. But not like chicken, one ruku', salah, sujood. This is what happening to many Muslims. I saw in many masajid. People come to the masjid to perform the greeting, tahiyyat al-masjid, greeting the masjid, and he just like this. But he stay on the mobile 5-6 hours. Isn't it? We spend too much time on mobile. نقضي ساعات طويلة على الجوال ولا نعطي الصلاة حقها. We stay too long, many hours on mobile or on TV, and then for 6, 7, maybe 8 hours. When salah come, we only give it second. We don't even give it minutes. So you think your salah will be accepted? So my brothers, I want to conclude my thought that do not be like this person who can live for 60 years and his salah is rejected. Be careful. Be careful. اللهم لا تجعل الدنيا أكبر همنا ولا مبلغ علمنا ولا النار مصيرنا. اللهم حبب إلينا الإيمان وزينه في قلوبنا كره إلينا الكفر والفسوق والعصيان. اللهم اجعلنا يا رب من المصلين حق الصلاة يا رب. اللهم يا رب أعنا على إقامة الصلاة كما قلت يا رب إن الصلاة كانت عن المؤمنين كتابا موقوتا. وقال صلى الله سبحانه وتعالى حافظوا على الصلاة والصلاة الوسطى. اللهم يا رب نسألك يا رب العالمين يا أكرم الكريم أن تعلمنا ما ينفعنا وتنفعنا بما علمتنا يا رب العالمين. اللهم اهدنا فيمن هديت وعافنا فيمن عافيت وتولنا فيمن توليت يا رب العالمين. اللهم اصلح قلوبنا. اللهم اصلح أبناءنا وبناتنا. اللهم حبب إلينا الإيمان وزينه في قلوبنا. اللهم كره إلينا الكفر والفسوق والعصيان. اللهم اصلح نساءنا وبناتنا يا رب العالمين. اللهم اصلحهن يا رب. حبب إليهن الإيمان والإيمان يا رب. حبب إليهن العفاف والحشمة والحجاب والنقاب. اللهم يا رب اصرفهن على التبرج والسفور والخروج إلى الأسواق بالبخور والعطور وحضور أماكن الفسق والفجور يا رب العالمين. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين واحمي حوزة الدين واحمي حوزة الدين يا رب العالمين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. صلى الله على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله العالمين وأقم الصلاة. الله